Welcome to the era of the 5G network. The 5G network has been a buzzword over the past few years in the tech world. This fifth-generation mobile network technology promises improved connectivity, lower latency, and lightning-fast data rates. Besides, the number of connected devices has increased, which will soon make the world more connected. Most device manufacturers believe this will be the next big thing as it will change users' lives. However, the big question remains, is it a slightly improved version of the 4G network? Or is 5G technology capable of linking businesses and services, fueling a vast array of IoT devices and acting as the foundation for future innovation? What is the buzz around 5G? In this video, we will explore more about the technical features of 5G technology, the history of mobile communication, applications of 5G network, and the current status of the 5G network. So, let's dive in. To understand why the 5G hype is a big deal, we first need to go back in time to understand the history of the internet and mobile communication. The internet was created to provide a decentralized network for communication and information exchange between computers. It was originally developed in the late 1960s by the United States Department of Defense's Advanced Research Projects Agency, ARPA, which created a network of computers that could communicate with each other over long distances. The goal was to create a communication system that could withstand a nuclear attack and continue to function, and the resulting network was called the ARPANET. Over time, the ARPANET evolved into the internet we know today, connecting billions of devices and people around the world and revolutionizing the way we communicate, access information, and do business. The internet was initially a military tool, and the public came to access it in 1991. Today, the internet plays a central role in our daily lives and is an essential infrastructure for the global economy. The first generation of mobile wireless networks, or 1G, was launched between the late 1970s and early 1980s. This was the analog age. This first generation transmitted voices across radio waves in an unencrypted manner. This meant the first generation wasn't secure enough. There are issues of eavesdropping, where someone could intercept and listen to mobile phone conversations without the knowledge or consent of the participants. There was also identity theft, fraud, and malware. The technology also had limited coverage, analog technology, which was not very efficient and resulted in poor call quality, dropped calls, and static interference. There were also large handsets, which were difficult to carry around, limited battery life, high cost of the 1G phone despite their limited features. To address the security issue, encryption technologies were introduced. That led to the second generation, 2G, in the 1990s. That made it possible to encrypt calls, as the second generation was digital. One of the technologies leveraged was the wireless spectrum, used to supply data transfers at par with dial-up internet. Alternatively, you could also effectively use digital subscriber line services, DSL, for data transmission. The third generation of mobile wireless networks, 3G, was a huge improvement from the second generation. It was a big deal. In other words, it ushered in the smartphone revolution. 3G set the standards as it allows to enjoy the vast majority of wireless technologies. Some of the notable features of the third generation of smartphones include web surfing, video downloading, picture sharing, and email communication. 3G was first launched in 2001. Its main objectives were to facilitate more voice and data capacity, support a larger range of applications, as well as enhance and lower the cost of data transmission. The explosion of technologies during the 3G era brought about significant advancements in the mobile industry. It enabled high-speed internet access, video calling, mobile TV, and the creation of app stores, transforming the way people communicate, access information, and use their mobile devices. These technologies opened up new opportunities for businesses and individuals, paving the way for the development of the mobile ecosystem that we know today. Then things changed so fast. Just as people thought technology had come of age, 4G rolled out. You can't compare 4G with 3G technology. However, there have been technological advancements for over 10 years. The main goal of 4G is to offer users high quality, high capacity, and high speed services. Moreover, 4G also enhances security and reduces the price of phone and data services, IP-based internet access, and multimedia. Some of the applications that leverage the fourth generation technology include video conferencing, high-definition mobile TV, IP telephony, 3D television, modified mobile online access, and cloud computing. As the technologies advanced in both hardware, software, and firmware, more of our daily activities have moved online. That means one thing: increased demand, bandwidth, congestion, and security concerns. One of the weaknesses of 4G technology was its limited bandwidth, which meant that as more and more devices were connected to the network became congested, leading to slower speeds and reduced network capacity. Additionally, 4G networks were not designed to support the massive growth in data traffic that has occurred in recent years, especially with the increasing popularity of video streaming and other data-intensive applications. These weaknesses necessitated the rollout of 5G technology. So, what is 5G? After looking at the previous generations, the potential of 5G technology remains a major topic of discussion. Most people are confused. Is it really necessary? What does it do that 4G can't? Many people wonder what the impact of 5G on an average person is if 4G is already just capable of streaming high-quality videos. To demystify this, the distinguishing features of 5G are that, with the 5G network, you can be certain of quicker download speeds compared to 4G. Additionally, the lower latency will enhance multiplayer and cloud gaming by improving responsiveness. Latency refers to the time delay that occurs when data is transmitted over a network or when a computer processes a command. For this case, in communication networking, latency is often measured as the time it takes for a data packet to travel from its source to its destination or from one device to the other in the network. Moreover, 5G increases the capacity for simultaneous connections across multiple devices. As a result, it will be possible for everyone to remain online even when we are in crowded spaces like a soccer game or an artist's major concert. Additionally, the speed and reliability of 5G promise advancements for drones, autonomous vehicles, and other applications that require remote control. This is a necessity as the response time of most of these applications is usually critical. Even though today you may only observe a few benefits of the 5G network, it has great potential. For instance, there is a promise of new cloud computing services, augmented reality applications, and any latest technology that will evolve. However, let's face it, today it's hard to find a revolutionary 5G app for regular users. What are the key features of 5G and their benefits? By now, it is proven that 5G is the most recent generation of mobile broadband and technology, and soon enough 5G will completely take the place of 4G LTE networks. This is because of some of its key features like greater speed, incredibly low latency, higher device density, and improved signal dependability. One of the notable features of the 5G technology is its speed. For instance, it is possible to transfer data at speeds between 10 and 20 gigabits per second. Moreover, the highest data speed to date for a 5G trial network is 36 gigabits per second. Therefore, it will be possible for users to enjoy download speeds that are 3 times faster than 4G LTE networks. The second feature of 5G is low latency. The improvements in software and network architecture reduces network latency to 1 to 2 milliseconds. It is capable of achieving this low latency because of the adaptability and sophistication of the 5G network design. The third feature of 5G is multiple input, multiple output, MIMO. The truth is, connections with short submillimeter wavelengths are fast and only need small antennas, but they are also unstable. Therefore, the 5G networks use multiple input, multiple output to make up for such nuances. MIMO is the simultaneous connection and parallel data stream of several antennas. Thus, it enables devices to switch between these parallel data streams quickly and reliably without interruption. A good example is when a phone can be linked to signals in several bandwidths at the same time. Therefore, it will be easy for a phone to switch from one unreliable connection to a reliable one without interruptions using the same bandwidth or a different link. This is one of the given structures capable of supporting 5G's potential for disruption. The fourth feature of 5G is high-density support. With mobile networks like 4G, it's noticeable that high device density leads to response issues and congestion. However, 5G networks aim to solve this problem by leveraging more antenna per square foot. As a result, it will be easy for the 5G network to support at least 1 million connected devices per square kilometer. The fifth feature of 5G is power effectiveness. The 5G network technology will enable a gadget to quickly wake up from the low power state. This is because 5G devices will naturally use less energy and have a significantly longer battery life. It will be combining low power mode with a shorter range to transmitter and beamforming features. Another feature is beamforming. This carefully helps to change the timing of signals supplied to a network of antennae. In other words, the beamforming digital signal processing approach used in 5G networks will be able to generate wave interference. As a result, some radio waves will get canceled out while amplifying others at the same time. Thus, we'll be able to create high radio energy beams with tremendous power. So, as interesting as 5G sounds, what are some of its applications? The first one is virtual and augmented reality. One application that will greatly benefit from 5G is virtual reality. 5G promises low latency, therefore, this significant innovation will support virtual reality apps that heavily rely on quick feedback and response times. The truth is, the quantity and sophistication of virtual reality applications will skyrocket as 5G networks and devices are gradually becoming the standard. The second one is Internet of Things, IoT. A few years ago, many applications' potential seemed unthinkable. However, the introduction of 5G and IoT is here to make the impossible possible. The fact that 5G promises low latency, high speed, and high-quality network capacity makes it capable of eliminating major IoT barriers. Therefore, it is safe to say that 5G and IoT are a logical combination. Moreover, they have the ability to influence almost every business and consumer. This is due to the fact that it gives devices the ability to sense and react in practically real time. Another field that will greatly benefit from 5G is healthcare. 5G has the potential to transform healthcare in many ways. Some of the applications of 5G in healthcare include telemedicine, where, with the high speed and low latency capabilities of 5G networks, doctors and patients can communicate in real time and conduct remote consultations using high-quality video and audio. Remote monitoring, where doctors are able to do real-time monitoring of patients' health status and respond quickly in case of any abnormalities. Patients will also have wearable devices that can monitor their vital signs, such as heart rate and blood pressure, in real time and transmit the data to healthcare professionals. There is also medical imaging, where 5G networks can support the transmission of large medical imaging files, such as CT scans and MRI scans, in real time, allowing doctors to make faster diagnosis and treatment decisions. But technology can be deceiving. There have been several technologies that were once thought of as groundbreaking or revolutionary, but turned out to be ineffective, such as Betamax, Segways, thalidomide, and the recent Theranos. So, with all the promises and potential, what is the current state of the 5G network? According to GSMA Intelligence, more than 30 countries are expected to launch 5G services in 2023. Already, there are over 200 5G networks globally and more than 700 5G smartphone devices like Apple's iPhone 14 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S22, and the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Based on regional projections, China is forecasted to have the highest number of connections at over 1 billion by 2025, according to Statista. A few years ago, the 5G network was in its infancy stages. You would only find the 5G network on phones that cost you about $1,000. However, from 2020, we can say the state of the 5G network has greatly matured. This is true when you observe the accessibility of 5G devices, modems, the caliber, and even the size of the networks. With more than a third of the world population expected to be covered by 2025, 5G will only get better. 5G is very wide and complex, and there is so much to talk about the network. The fifth generation of wireless communication promises better connectivity, lower latency, and quicker data transfer rates. Its potential effects on society and the economy could include making it possible for the advancement of new technologies like virtual reality and self-driving cars, as well as bettering healthcare. Moreover, it will also boost the productivity of sectors like manufacturing and logistics, especially through IoT. Artificial intelligence, AI, is also becoming a big thing in this 5G era. Subscribe to the Evening Crypto channel to get more updates on 5G and AI and how you can use AI to improve your daily productivity.